Why did Edmund leave?
It's over.
Brooke, no.
Something is torturing him. It's something terrible from his childhood, and he can't even face it himself, let alone try and explain it to me or let me try and help him. He's
hopeless?
Unwilling. Nobody is hopeless.
Especially not Edmund.
Angelique, what happened? I mean, what is so terrible from the past that still has this death grip on him?
What shall I do?
Carefully. Choose your words carefully. So there's no more pain.
No pain. Edmund and Dmitri despise each other. How can I tell them that they are brothers? How?
I think a lot of people grow up in abusive households, you know, dysfunctional families. I think you could say that maybe to a certain extent about all of us. You could make that case, but it's something more with Edmund. It's bigger. It's something I can't put my finger on.
I've often wondered if we were different because of Wildwind. You know, living here, always being a part of it, but separate.
Servants, children, I thought about that too, the whole class thing growing up, around privilege.
Well, watching Dmitri grow up.
Comparing that.
Well, Edmund compared everything. Dimitri's prep school wardrobe, his Christmas presents, his Easter basket, his ponies, his dogs, the boat he kept down on the river. Dmitri had everything, and Edmund's father didn't believe in gift-giving. Christmas in that house was like any other day. I mean, there was food, but no feast. There was discipline, but no love. They never even touched each other except in anger. Alfred beat Flora a lot. He was very cruel, Brooke. Especially after she died.
And that was when Edmund left.
Yes. Alfred died alone. And Edmund never came back or made contact until now.
Because of you.
It's not easy loving a man who's fighting demons, is it?
It's one step forward and 4 steps back.
Do you remember that night you gave me a ride home from Trevor and Natalie's wedding, and I said to you that Edmund required some time and a lot of patience?
I have a limited supply.
Well, he is worth the effort.
Maybe.
He is.
I guess it's a decision I'm just going to have to make on my own. My aunt's babysitting, so I'm going to have to get back. But thank you, for talking to me. I think it's helped me a little bit.
I hope so.
Goodbye, Angelique.
Goodbye.
You can take a little peasant hut, just knock down a few walls, redecorate, and all of a sudden you got a hunting lodge fit for a king. Or should I say czar?
Yeah, well, as I said, if you wanted a tour of your old home, you could have asked.
There's the corner where my mother did her sewing. I can see her there just working on my father's overalls, freezing in the winter, sweltering in the summer.
This trip down memory lane, it's going to have to wait.
Of course, you probably installed state-of-the-art furnace and air conditioning, whereas my mother didn't even rate an electric fan in her laundry room.
That's right, Edmund. Just kind of drag it all up.
Oh, what? You don't want to hear it? About the laundry? She did your laundry. She washed your dirty underwear. She ironed your socks.
Yeah. Well, I happen to have a few memories here, too, myself.
Oh, yeah, hunting parties. Dressed up like lords and ladies. After the hounds with your blue blood friends from Oxford.
No, watching your father's life ebb away after your mother died, after you stole the money and cut out. Your father was broken.
Broken? Broken? That old goat? He went to his grave as bitter, rotten...
Alone! Abandoned by his only living relative, his son.
What do you think, he asked for me? Did he miss me?
I'm saying that I was the only person there during his last days. Angelique was in Austria. I had him buried in a county cemetery, as he wished. Helga and I were the only mourners at his funeral.
So what do you want? A medal?
Oh, that's right, Edmund. Yes, hold that rage inside. Let it eat you up.
Don't you pass judgment on
Oh,
me.
damn it, why don't you grow up and get over it?
Jamie's asleep, bless his little angel heart. Oh, dear. You look sort of battle-worn. Thank you so much.
Have you been at war?
Oh, I'm always at war.
Well, a Tempo magazine, I could understand that, but please tell me not with my dear Edmund.
No. No. A good knockdown, drag-out fight with your dear Edmund might solve something. No, we're adults. We're in control. We keep a tight lid on anything that we feel. And if something bothers us, we just screw that lid on just a little tighter.
Oh, mercy.
Look, never mind, all right? Never mind. He's got his problems. I have enough of my own. I don't need his.
You didn't tell him never to darken your door again, I hope.
I am exhausted, Aunt Phoebe. I am a full-time working mother. I am not ready to commit to a relationship.
Ha!
What?
I said ha, meaning bull feathers.
Okay.
That put it politely.
Fine. All right. I admit it. I would love to commit to a relationship, but a good relationship, a healthy relationship with a man who is not complicated.
Darling, that man doesn't exist.
All right. Somebody who is not difficult.
The word man and difficult just seem to belong together.
All right, fine. You're 100% on the level as usual, but at this point in time, no thank you.
Brooke English, if you have screwed this up, I'll never forgive you.
That's rich. You ordering me to get over my past.
Well, how long are you going to hold on to it?
Well, some things you never forget. But you had it easy. You wouldn't know anything about that. Dmitri Merrick, son of a Russian nobleman.
I shook your hand.
You shook my hand and then you lied through your teeth. You don't want to be my friend. I'm not welcome at Wild Wind.
What the hell is your problem? I mean, you're not some shuffling serf on the verge of starvation. You're a successful journalist, a Pulitzer Prize winner.
We're not talking about how the world sees me.
No, we're talking about how you see yourself. Wake up, Edmund. The bitterness and hate are taking over. I mean, you could lose everything that you've worked for. Can't you see that? Why not own up? I mean, just admit that you're sick and tired of feeling this way.
Don't worry. I've seen enough here. I won't be back.
You make it sound hopeless. What a pathetic, defeatist attitude.
I prefer to think of it as realistic, all right?
You and Edmund are made for each other.
I would rather stay home and knit.
Why? Because he's difficult, complicated? Take a look at your Uncle Langley. A more difficult, complicated man never walked the face of this earth, but I persevere. Rise to the delicious occasion.
I'm tired, all right? I don't need a lecture.
You're not tired, darling. You're middle-aged.
What?
I mean you're acting middle-aged, stodgy.
Well, thank you so much.
Whatever happened to Brooke, the blithe spirit? That outrageous young woman whose life-enhancing, embracing, try-it-on-for-size behavior drove me insane with worry.
She grew up.
No, she gave up.
She wised up.
She dried up.
Edmund Grey is bad news.
No, a self-imposed exile from life, that's what's bad news. Oh, don't quit, darling. I mean, face this challenge head on. The man hasn't been born yet who's too difficult for Brooke English. Remember that and fight. Fight to win. Oh, give that young man a run for his money. And if that sounds like a lecture, c'est la vie. C'est l'amour.
Good night, Aunt Phoebe.
Oh, dear. Oh. Listen, think about what I've said?
Give Langley my love, all right?
Yes, I will. Good night, darling. And courage.
Marry me.